Hello everyone, welcome to Game 64 in the Washington Nationals replay. We're at Petco Park for Game 3 of a 4-game series against the San Diego Padres. The Padres have won the first 2 games of the series, so the Nationals looking to turn it around. And they've got the best guy they can possibly go to, and that is Max Scherzer. He is the starter for today's game against left-hander Eric Lauer of the Padres. Let's look at the standings after yesterday's action. We are now up to June 8th, a Saturday, June the 8th, 2019. Mets are 37-26, 2 games ahead of Washington, 8 games ahead of Philadelphia, 9 ahead of Atlanta, and 14 ahead of Miami. All right, for the Padres, Eric Lauer has had 12 starts so far. He's 3-2 with a 2.74 ERA. 65 2/3 innings, 53 hits, 29 runs, 20 earned, 18 walks, and 61 strikeouts. For the Nationals, leading off would be Trey Turner at short, Adam Eaton at right, Rendon at third, Soto at left, Kendrick at first, Dozier at second, Suzuki catching, Robles in center, and Scherzer batting ninth. Defensively for San Diego, Josh Naylor in left, Will Myers in center, and Franmil Reyes in right. Greg Garcia moves over to third base. Manny Machado is at short as they give Tatis the day off. Kinsler's at second. Hosmer's at first. And Austin Allen behind the plate catching the offerings of Eric Lauer. Okay, we'll bring in Petco Park. As mentioned in the previous video, everything now is going through PC replay baseball, or replay PC baseball, however you want to say it, in lieu of Stratomatic because of the snafu that happened with the Stratomatic PC. So that's what we're going with here. All right, Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer is on the mound, the left-hander. And he will be facing Trey Turner to lead things off for the Nationals. After this game, the final game of the series will be coming up. And then they will leave San Diego and travel to Chicago to take on the White Sox in a rematch of the earlier interleague series. They'll have a couple games with the White Sox, then they'll come home to take on Arizona. So that's the schedule as we see it at the moment. And looks like, make sure everything is in view here. I think it is. I think everything is up to snuff. All right. Trey Turner to lead it off. And Turner enters this game hitting .242, 4 homers and 13 driven in. Game number 64 is underway. 2-2 for Lauer is a walk plus chance, and Trey Turner draws the leadoff base on balls. And for the Nationals, that's a good thing because now he's got a chance to see if he can use his speed to get a jump. He's an attempt of 6, -1 from Lauer for the 5. That's a 4, so Turner's going to steal it, or attempt to steal it. 18 -2 is a 15. I'm sorry, -2 is a 16. Yes, I did go to public school. 18 -2 is a 16, +1 from Allen is a 17. 1-17, and he steals it. 18, he threw him out. How about that? Trey Turner got caught stealing as Machado put on the tag. So the best laid plans there. Not what they were hoping for. So the leadoff walk goes for naught on the caught stealing. So 1 away for Adam Eaton. Eaton hitting .245, 7 homers, 35 runs batted in. He has been in a tailspin as of late. 5-1, that's the ballpark card. See if Petco can help him out. 5-5, it does. It's a double to center field. So Adam Eaton gets the assist from Petco Park for the double, and now how big is that caught stealing? That cost the Nationals a run right there. All right, here's Rendon. Eaton's not going to try to run anywhere, but a lot of stuff going on in the card for Lauer for balks and pickoffs. Roll to make sure there's no 20. There is not. Rendon, the batter, he's been red hot. .285, 13 homers, 34 driven in. 1-4, that's a home run question mark. It's the right-hander, 1-14. That passes. So Rendon on a 1-14, he would go deep. 1-14, and ironically, it would be his 14th homer of the season. And he gets it. Anthony Rendon continues his hot ways. And this is the way the last game started out with the Nationals jumping off an early lead, but then quickly giving it up. Of course, they had Eric Fetty pitching that game, not Max Scherzer. So Max Scherzer definitely appreciating the run support early. It's 2-0 Nationals. Home run from Rendon, number 14. RBIs 35 and 36 on the season. Brings up Juan Soto, who also has 14 home runs with 42 driven in, hitting .269. Lefty on lefty Lauer. 4-1's a blank to a lefty. 4-2. Question mark 7 to left field. I guess a lefty goes to 15, but that's a 16. So it's a fly to left for out number 2. Soto just narrowly missed a triple there by one number. And that brings up Kendrick. He's hitting .304, 9 homers and 38 driven in. 2-2 is a walk plus, and Kendrick will keep the inning going with the walk. Not really looking to run, I don't believe, is Kendrick, but if he gets the jump, he might. Attempt of a, well, he can't. There's a 1 minus a 1, so he can't. So we eschew that and go to Brian Dozier. .272, 7 homers, 22 driven in. Strategy roll for Lauer. No 20s, so nothing to worry about. Dozier the batter, 6-1, strikeout plus, and he got him to end the inning. So for the Nationals, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Washington. Whoops. Cheated him a run there. Washington 2. Well, that's a terrible looking 2 there, isn't it? Let's see if I can fix this. I messed it up right out the get-go. Hope that's not a sign of things to come in this game to mess things up. Well, that's even worse. I should have left it the way it was, shouldn't I? Boy, this is just going from bad to worse. Messy, messy, messy. I don't like messy. There we go. 2-0 Padres. I'm sorry, 2-0 Nationals. We go to the bottom of the first, and we'll look at the lineup for the Padres. It will be Garcia at third, Myers in center, Machado at short, Hosmer at first, Reyes in right, Naylor in left, Kinsler at second, Allen catching, and Lauer the pitcher. In the outfield, Soto, Robles, and Eaton. Around the infield, Rendon, Turner, Dozier, and Kendrick. Suzuki catching the offerings of Max Scherzer. Scherzer now, and this is start number 14. He's had 13 starts. So in 13 starts, he's 7-4 with a 2.52 ERA, 93 innings pitched, 72 hits, 27 runs, 26 earned, 22 walks, and 123 strikeouts. So record could be a lot better, obviously, with some decent run support, but what are you going to do? Scherzer, finishing up those warm-up tosses, will be facing Greg Garcia. Garcia had a great game last time up. He was batting the number 9 position and had numerous hits. So he is now up in the leadoff position against Max Scherzer. And on the replay, he's hitting .301, 5 homers, 15 runs driven in. 1-4, range play at Petco. 5-6, it's a ground ball to third, so range check on Rendon. He's a 4. And he makes the play. So Rendon is able to get to it, fire to Kendrick for out number 1. That'll bring up Will Myers. Myers hitting .284, 12 homers, 29 driven in. 6-1, that's a blank against a right-hander. 6-2, that's a star 5, fly to left. Soto puts it away, 2 down. And that will bring up Manny Machado, playing shortstop. .245, 13 homers, 39 driven in. 4-4, that's ball 1. 3-4, it's a strikeout plus, but he's going to miss him because of that 20. He's an 8. Stadium gives him a 9. The plus gives him a 19, but that 20 misses it. Machado swings and grounds to short. Turner's there. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Max Scherzer. And at the end of 1, it's Washington 2 and San Diego nothing. We go to the top of the second, bottom of the order. It'll be Suzuki, Robles, and Scherzer due up against Eric Lauer. Suzuki enters this game. 311, 4 homers and 19 driven in. 2-2 is a walk plus, and that will be a base on balls. Leadoff walk to Suzuki. That's the way the first inning started, was leadoff walk. Runner got caught stealing. That was Trey Turner. Suzuki not going to have that problem unless he gets picked off. Here's a strategy roll for a pickoff, but nothing's happening. Here's Robles, 226, 6 homers, 29 driven in. 6-6 is a blank. We go to Robles. 4-1, and that's a star 6, which is a fly to right for out number 1. And that'll bring up Scherzer. And with 1 out, Scherzer may just be swinging away here instead of bunting. Scherzer is hitting .324 on the replay as a batter. No homers and 4 driven in, so I think he's going to be doing that instead of bunting. Lauer, 2-2, walk plus, and that won't do it. That's because he got a 0 walk there. So the plus even is not going to help him. Scherzer, 6-5 is a star 5. That's a fly to left. That's 2 down. So 2 up and 2 down after the leadoff walk. Brings up Trey Turner. Suzuki still trying to get the jump. Can't do it. In fact, he can't get a jump. Never mind. Checking for pickoffs. Here's Turner. He walked and got caught stealing. First time up. 3-6 strikeout chance. Got him. So Lauer, a much better second inning than the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0 Washington. And Max Scherzer back out. We're facing Eric Hosmer to start out the inning. Hosmer hitting .251, 10 homers and 32 driven in on the replay. 6-5, that's a home run question mark, 1-18. That passes. So Hosmer's got a chance. A 1-11 is a home run. It is gone. Eric Hosmer, homer off of Scherzer. And for Hosmer, that's home run number 11 on the season. And Scherzer, not happy about it, but at least it's a solo shot. They still have the 2-1 lead. Here's Franmil Reyes. Speaking of home runs, he's got 21 on the replay. Only 33 RBI. He's only hitting .237. Scherzer yet to get a strikeout. He's probably looking for one. 4-2 is a strikeout chance there, but that's too high. Reyes, 5-5. He's going to single past Turner. So Reyes is aboard. He has no attempt, so no strategy roll to be used. Here's Naylor hitting .314, 3 homers, 9 driven in. 2-2 is a strikeout chance, and this time he gets him. First strikeout of the game for Scherzer. And that'll bring up Ian Kinsler hitting .221, 10 homers, and 21 driven in. Scherzer, 2-2, strikeout chance. He's a 7, but the stadium adds 1, makes it an 8. That is an 8. Struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Scherzer after saying he was short on the strikeouts. He just gets 2 in a row. Brings up the catcher, Austin Allen, who was given Hedges the day off. Austin Allen in limited duty is hitting .435. He's 10 out of 23 on the replay. No homers and 1 driven in. 6-1, that's an automatic single by a left-handed hitter. So a base hit. Now, the question is, can Reyes, who was a 3 base running rating, can he make it to third base? On the S1, you have to have a 4, but there are 2 outs. So that turns him into a 4. So he does make it to third base. So base hit for Austin Allen puts runners at the corners for the pitcher, Eric Lauer, who is 0 for 17 on the season. He's not had a hit yet. Still looking for that elusive hit. Now, runner Austin Allen at first base has no attempt either, so no strategy roll needed. Scherzer, 5-6. Strikeout plus, and he got him. Ends the inning. So big strikeout there to get out of the jam. Padres do get a run on the home run by Hosmer. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the third. It's Washington 2, San Diego 1. From Petco. On a Saturday night, this game was played. June the 8th, 2019. Adam Eaton is going to lead us off in the top of the third. Eaton doubled his first time up and scored on the Rendon homer. 6-3, that's a possible error on a throw. 6-3 again. That's a star 6. That's a fly to right, so no throw to worry about. One down as Reyes puts it away. And that'll bring up the red-hot Anthony Rendon. Had that big 2-run homer his first time up. 1-1 is a range play at Petco. 5-1, that's a G2 right in front of the plate for Austin Allen. He's a 4. It is a range play. Can't get it. That's going to be a base hit for Rendon, so he's just getting the breaks all over the place. When things are going your way, they go your way. So he singles. He has no attempt to steal. But will roll strategy for Lauer. Make sure there's no 20, and there's not. Here's Soto. He flied to left his first chance. 2-2 is a walk plus, and that will put 2 on with only 1 out. Nationals looking to get that run back at least, nothing else. Here's Kendrick. He walked his first chance. That's 3 walks already for Eric Lauer. He only walked 47 in 149 innings, but he's been finding the walks. He's got a walk plus here and a walk plus there, and that's kind of been his undoing. All right, strategy roll for a pickoff. Nothing happening, and Kendrick's not bunting. Lauer, 4-1, strikeout plus, and he got him. Kendrick out on strikes, a big strikeout for Lauer, 2 down. And that brings up Brian Dozier. Strategy roll, there's no 20. Dozier struck out his first chance. Lauer, 3-2. Strikeout chance again, and he got him. That 1 on the D20 is magic. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third, still 2-1. Favor of Washington. 2-1 ball game. We got the top of the order. Greg Garcia to lead it off. He will be leading things off against Scherzer. Garcia grounded to third base his first chance. 1-5. That's a straight-up home run to a lefty if he can pass it, but he's only a 3. That's a 14, so no home run, but he will get to swing. Garcia, 3-6. He lines it hard, but right to Turner. 1 away. So Scherzer avoids trouble there. Here's Will Myers. 5-4. That's a strikeout plus, and he got him. 2 down. And that will send us to Machado. 2-1. Strikeout plus again got him. So Scherzer picking it up with the strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down go the Pods. We go to the fourth. Still a 2-1 game in favor of Washington. Hopefully get a close game. The last couple of videos have been blowouts. So I'm hoping to get close games here. Had a lot of close games early on with this inside pitch, but lately the inside pitch, for whatever reason, it's been the dice have been falling towards blowouts. Here's Kurt Suzuki with a walk, first time up. 1-1 is a range play at Petco. 3-1 ground ball to third, range of Garcia. He is a 3, and he makes the play. Garcia throws out Suzuki, 1 away. Brings up Victor Robles, flew to right his first chance. 2-2 walk plus. Not going to happen. Robles 5-6, question mark 9 against the lefty, goes to 14. That's a 10. That will be a double for Victor Robles. A 1-out double for Robles. And that brings up Scherzer. Chance to help his own cause. Nothing on the strategy. Lauer 4-3 is a strikeout chance, and he got him, so that's 2 down. And since there was already 1 out, I didn't see any reason to bunt. The guy was already in scoring position. All right, here's Turner. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Turner walked and struck out. 6-1, he's going to strike out again on that strikeout plus to end the inning. So the double by Robles goes to waste. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 2-1 Washington. Lauer seems to have settled down since that first inning. This is eerily similar to the previous game for Washington, where they scored 3 in the first and then didn't do much else the rest of the game and got blown out. But they're hoping with Scherzer on the mound that won't happen. Of course, Scherzer did have his worst outing of the year against Cincinnati in the last game he pitched, so he's looking to turn it around for sure. And let's see, that'll bring up Eric Hosmer. He homered for the only run of the game so far. 4-5, and that is a strikeout chance. 9, got him. Scherzer, another strikeout. Another strikeout for Scherzer. And that'll bring up Reyes. 5-3, that's a strikeout plus another strikeout for Scherzer. That's 4 in a row on the strikeout train. Here's Naylor. Scherzer, 3-3, another strikeout plus, and he got him again. So he struck out the side. 5 strikeouts in a row for Scherzer. He seems to be on his game in this one. He's got 8 strikeouts in 4 innings. So we go to the fifth. It's still 2-1. Of course, the bane of Max Scherzer in this replay has been lack of run support, and it's still holding true right now. Only 2 runs so far. Here's Adam Eaton, doubled and flew to right against Lauer. 5-5, strikeout chance, and that's a 1 on the D20. That's bad news when you're the batter. And you're looking at a strikeout. Eaton is out of there. Here's the red-hot Rendon, 2 for 2. Can he keep it up? 4-2. Oh, if it was a lefty, it'd be a home run chance, but a righty, it's a blank, so Rendon gets the swing. 4-2, this time he flies to right, so they finally cool him off a bit. Fly ball to right field. 2 down for Juan Soto. Flew to left and has walked. 5-2 is a strikeout chance, and he got him to end the inning. So Lauer, another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth, still 2-1. Favor of Washington. And Ian Kinsler, Austin Allen, and Eric Lauer do up the bottom third of the Padre order. Facing Scherzer, who has struck out 5 batters in a row, going back to the third inning. 3-2, that's a possible hit by pitch, and it will be a hit by the pitch. So he plunks Ian Kinsler. Sure, that didn't feel too good. His attempt is a 2. Nothing happening. Brings up Austin Allen. 6-1. That's a straight-up single against the left-handed batter. Straight-up single. Kinsler runs at a 4. First to third on a S1. All you need is a 4. So Kinsler takes third base, and all of a sudden runners at the corners with nobody out. And the pitcher spot, Eric Lauer, due up. Now, Eric Lauer has not had a hit all year, so he is going to look to bunt. And he's looking to bunt. They're going to hold Kinsler at third. All they want to do is move Allen to second base. That's the only thing they're going to attempt. But first, Scherzer gets to pitch. 2-4. That's a double question mark, but nothing's happening there. So now the bunt, he becomes a 3 bunter. And that's a 7. I believe that's a good bunt. 3 and a 7. 3 and a 7 is a good bunt. The 4 is the first baseman. So Kendrick will field it and just tag out Lauer unassisted for out number 1. And Allen moves to third base, but Kinsler stays put. So sacrifice hit by Kendrick. Or by Lauer. And now I've got to figure out how to do a sacrifice without the runner scoring on this computer. Not sure I know how to do that. I may just have to call it something else. I think I'm just going to call it 3 unassisted. Just call it a ground out. Really doesn't matter. Okay. The important thing is runners are at first and are second and third now with one out. And Greg Garcia, the batter. Do they bring the infield in? They're going to bring the infield in. They don't want to give up a cheap run. Scherzer really is a strikeout. Error on a ground ball. 4-3 is a ground ball to short. But Turner's a 7. That's a 14, so it will be an out. Kinsler's a 4, but playing the infield in makes him a 2. Do they want to try it to score him? They will. So 1-2, he's going to score. 3, 4, 5, or 6, he's out. He's out. So he's out 6-2, but they felt like they had to take the chance. 6-2, and you still got runners at the corners now, so it wasn't that big of a gamble. So fielder's choice, 6-2, out at the plate. Runners are at the corners for Will Myers. Scherzer to Myers. 1-3, strikeout chance. Got him. He's a 13 plus the one's a 14, and it got him. So Scherzer pitched out of that mess. Keeps the score at 2-1. For the Padres, no runs on a hit. No errors and 2 left. We go to the 6th. It's still 2-1 Washington. Finally got a good pitcher's duel going. And now Lauer can face 22 batters. Right now he has faced 22, so he is tired. But he's pitching fairly well, so they're going to keep him out there despite being tired. Here's Kendrick. 2-2, walk plus. That's not a good start for Kendrick. For Lauer. Kendrick has walked twice and struck out. He has an attempt of 1, but the -1 from Lauer takes that away. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Here's Dozier. He struck out twice. 5-2. Can he strike out again? Yes, he does. That's the hat trick for Dozier. Dozier has struck out all 3 times. He's wearing the hat trick. 1 down for Suzuki. Nothing happening. 3-2. That's another strikeout chance, and Suzuki strikes out. So Lauer coming back. 2 strikeouts in a row, and he's got Victor Robles to get through. Now, Robles did double his first time, or his last time up, so got to be careful with Robles. Lauer, 1-6 is a walk plus. Didn't want to be that careful. He did walk him. But by doing that, you bring up Scherzer, so you got a chance to get out of the inning, although Scherzer is a pretty good hitting pitcher. So Scherzer now, by making the 2 outs, he's dropped to 306 on his average. Still dangerous, but he is a pitcher after all. Look, that white dye did not go through. It stuck to my finger. Don't know how that happened. Stuck to my finger. So I'm going to re-roll. That's called what RJL calls Suadice. So we'll try it again. Scherzer, 6-6 is a blank. We go to Scherzer's card. 1-3. He's going to single to right field. Wow. As soon as you think you're going to get out of the inning, Scherzer comes through with a single. Kendrick is a 3. He becomes a 4 with 2 outs. Reyes is a +1, makes him a 5. To score from second on a single to right, you add 1, makes him a 6. So Kendrick will score without a throw. Now let's check Robles. Robles runs at a 4. 2 outs makes him a 5. Reyes, the 1 makes him a 6. Going from first to third, you add 2, makes him an 8. So he gets to third base automatically. So Max Scherzer, a big RBI single, helps his own cause. Increases the lead to 3-1. Now what do you do if you're the Padres? I think they're going to have to make the pitching change right here. So Lauer is going to come out. And they will go to a right-hander out of the pen. And the right-hander will be Trey Wingenter. So Trey Wingenter is on. And we'll get the numbers for you for Wingenter on the replay. Very quickly. Wingenter on the replay is 3-2 with a 5.31 ERA. No saves. So Wingenter is going to come on, and he's in a tough spot here with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Max Scherzer actually does have an attempt of 4. +1 from Wingenter is a 5. He could try to steal second base. He can't get it. So Turner's going to stay in there and hit against Wingenter. 3-1. He's not tired, so it's not a single. Turner 4-6. Star 6 is a fly to center to end the inning. But damage done. The RBI single from Max Scherzer helping his own cause. And in the top of the 6th for the Nationals, 1 run on just the 1 hit. There were 2 walks in the inning. No errors and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Washington 3, San Diego 1. And due up for the Padres, it will be Manny Machado against Scherzer. Scherzer can face 26 batters. So far, he's faced 20. So he's good certainly for 1 more inning at least, maybe 2, depending on how effective he is. Here's Machado. He's 0 for 2. 2-6. Strikeout chance. He got him. Another strikeout for Mad Max. He must have really been fuming from his last start and couldn't wait to get back out there. And he's showing it. Here's Hosmer, the only one that's figured him out with a home run. 4-2, and that's a strikeout chance. 15 is too high. 2-4, question mark 9. That's a 1, so it'll be a single for Hosmer. Hosmer is 2 for 3. And that brings up the Franmil Reyes. Hosmer does not have any chance to do anything, so no strategy roll needed. 4-6, possible error. Reyes 5-3, and that's a star 6, which is a fly to right. Eaton's error rating is a 4, but that's an 8, so no error there. Eaton will make the catch. 2 down. And that takes us to Josh Naylor. Naylor has struck out twice. 6-6, blank against the lefty. 4-4, ground ball to first. That's going to end the inning. Kendrick puts it away. No runs, a hit. No errors and a man left. We've completed 6 here at Petco Park. And it's Washington 3 and San Diego 1. Wingenter back out. He can face 4 batters. And so far he has only faced 1. So he's still good to go. It'll be Eaton, Rendon, and Soto. 2 lefties out of the 3. Let's see if they want to go to a lefty out of the bullpen. They only have 1 lefty, and that's Robbie Erlin. So I don't know if they want to use Robbie Erlin or not. Well, if you're going to use him, I guess now is the time. So they're going to use Robbie Erlin. Robbie Erlin's coming on for the Padres. And so Wingenter only faces 1 batter. And he got him out. And now Robbie Erlin, the only left-handed reliever on the Padres roster currently. And on the replay, he's 2-1 with a 7.62 ERA. 19 games, 1 start, no saves. So he's been having his issues, but this is what they got him for, lefty on lefty stuff. That's why he's there. Not there because he's right-handed, right? He's there because he's left-handed. All right, here's Eaton. 2-6, and against a lefty, that's actually a blank. Go to Eaton. 6-4, he's going to single past second base, so Eaton gets the base hit. Leadoff single for Eaton. He's got an attempt of 2, -1 from Erlin. That's a 1, so he got a chance. 17 plus the 1's 18. 1 to 18, he'll steal it. 18, he barely makes it, so he just slides in there safely. Just in there safely. Kinsler thought he had the tag, but not to be. And Eaton now at second base with nobody out for Anthony Rendon. 2-4, possible error on a throw. 1-6 is a fly to right. Can't be an error on a throw because he's a 6, that's a 15. But there is going to be a throw potentially because Eaton has a chance to go to third base. Eaton runs at a 5. Reyes is a 6. So fly ball, runner on second, and a fly ball to right field. There is no deduction, so it's just a roll in of checking the runners. But since he's a 5 and he's a 1, he's going to make it without it. Actually, it won't even be a throw because he's going to make it without the throw. So it's a fly out to right field with the runner moving up. So even though Rendon makes the out, Eaton is able to get to third with less than 2 outs, which is big. Now the Padres have to bring the infield in. And Soto is the batter. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, but the infield is in. 3-5, and that's a hit by pitch chance, but 16 is too high for that. So Soto gets a chance. 5-1, star 6. That's a fly to right. Is it a sacrifice fly? Soto's a 2. No. But Reyes is a 1, and we already know Eaton's a 5. That's a 6, so it's an automatic sacrifice fly in actuality. Don't even have to roll it. Sacrifice fly for Juan Soto. And that's what you call a manufactured run right there. Single stolen base, goes to third on a fly out, and then scores on a sacrifice fly. Small ball at its finest. Nationals now take a 4-1 lead, as Erlin wasn't able to get it done. Now there's 2 outs and the bases are clear for Howie Kendrick. 4-4 range play. 4-1, and against a lefty, that's a single past the pitcher, but it is a range check. Erlin is a 4, and he makes the play. So Erlin snubs that out and takes the hit away from Kendrick to end the inning. So let me do this. I think I messed something up here. Forgot to bring in Erlin on the computers. Let me do that real quick. And we see that Eaton singled, stole a base, went to third on the fly out to right field, and then scored on the sacrifice fly to right from Soto, and then Kendrick 1-3. Okay, now we're straight. All right, so Scherzer going back out, 7th inning stretch time here at Petco for the Nationals, a run on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left. 7th inning stretch at Petco. It is Washington 4, San Diego 1. And Scherzer, right around his fatigue number right now. He's faced 25 batters. He can face 26. So he gets 1 more batter, and then the fatigue checks will be prevalent. But he is pitching very well with a 3-1 lead. Holding the Padres just 5 hits. The home run from Hosmer, the only real damage done. So now that brings up Ian Kinsler. He's 0 for 1. Struck out and was hit by a pitch. 4-4, ball 1. 2-3 is a range play. Go to Kinsler. 4-1 is a question mark 9. That's a 20, so it's going to be a fly to right field for an out, assuming Eaton can make the range. It's a 1-3 for the range check. And he can't get it. Will it be a double? No, just a leadoff single for Ian Kinsler. So Kinsler is aboard, and now Scherzer, right at his fatigue number. Got to be careful of the fatigue factors. Let's see, Kinsler attempt is a 2, but you're down 4-1. So I think they're going to stay put. Scherzer 2-3 is another range play. They are halfway on the infield. 2-2 from Allen. Star 1 is a fly to center. It's a range check of Robles. He's a 3. And he can't get it. It's a second consecutive failed range check. That's a double. So it's a double for Allen. He's 3 for 3 is Austin Allen. A double went to center field. They're going to be run safe because they're down by 3 runs, so Kinsler will hold at third base. But now they got runners at second and third with nobody out. And we got a pinch hitter coming up for Robbie Erlin. And we'll look at the bench. They have all right-handers. And with this big spot, they're going to Fernando Tatis. They're not going to mess around. They are going with Tatis. Now, Scherzer is fatigued. Question is, do you want to have fatigued Scherzer out there, or do you want a fresh, lesser pitcher out there? That's the decision to make. Tatis is hitting .306 on the replay with 9 home runs. First base is open, but I don't think you walk Tatis and put the tying run on base. That would be very unconventional. It would set up a double play, but then you got walks that can walk in runs and all kinds of stuff. So I think just going to pitch to Tatis. The infield is back. No strategy roll. Scherzer 3-5. That's a possible error on a throw. Tatis 3-4. That's a star 4. Ground ball to short, and that will be an error on a throw right there from Turner. So let me check the new charts and see if there's anything different on here that needs to be resolved on this failed error on a throw. So failed error on a throw to the shortstop. We are looking at number 6, which says throwing 2. Throwing error with potential for advancing another base on a bad throw. Okay, so basically it's still handled the same way. We're checking the range of the receiver, which in this case is Howie Kendrick. He's a 3. Can he keep this from getting by him? He cannot. All right, now we go to the next step. Check against all the runners, including the hitter. If higher than the run rating, they hold. So we're going to roll a die for the run ratings of all the runners. Well, actually, Allen is a run rating for Allen is a 3. So 2 is, he beats that. So Allen will get the extra base and he will score as well. So 2 runs come in for the Padres on a very costly E6. And Tatis runs at a 5, so he gets the extra base as well. So it's a 2-base error all the way around by Trey Turner. And all of a sudden it's a 4-3 game. Those runs are all charged to Scherzer, but really you can't blame him. That should have been an out there. But I think they may be going to the bullpen right here. That's going to be it for Scherzer. He is done. And it's going to be up to the bullpen to try to hold it. They're going to bring in Tony Sipp to face the left-handed hitting Garcia. So Tony Sipp will be coming on for the Nationals. And he's got his work cut out for him. Scherzer, once again, looks like he's not going to get a win after looking like he would. So Sipp is on. Sipp on the replay. Let's take a look at Sipp's numbers. He is 0-2 with a 9.19 ERA in 15 2/3 innings, so not very good. Runner at second, Tatis, with nobody out. Strategy roll, checking for a pickoff, nothing happening. Here's Greg Garcia. Sipp to Garcia, 3-6 strikeout chance, 8 got him. Big strikeout for Tony Sipp. He needed that big time. Tatis remains at second base now with 1 out for Will Myers. Now, do you bring in the righties to face Myers? I think you do. That was Sipp's one batter. That was his one job, was to get that one hitter, and he did it by striking him out. And now they go to the bullpen again for a right-hander, and they will go to, who do they go to out of here? They're going to go to Tanner Rainey. Tanner Rainey is on, trying to go to somebody that might get him some strikeouts. Although Rainey has struggled, he is on the replay. He is 0-1 with a 5.19 ERA. But they're looking to maybe see if he can get a strikeout of Will Myers. Roll for the pickoff chances, and there's nothing. Rainey to Myers. 5-3 is a walk plus, and that's the danger with Rainey. His last outing, he walked a bunch of guys, and he looks like he's doing it again. First game of this series, he walked in the winning run. So now he's got to face Machado. The only bright spot is double play is now in order. So there's a chance for a double play to get out of this. But Rainey needs to keep it in the strike zone. 6-4, he doesn't again. It's a walk plus. He's going to walk another, and that will load the bases. Bases are loaded now with still only 1 out. And Hosmer coming in, so they're going to pull Rainey and go to another lefty, Matt Grace. Matt Grace is coming on as Rainey couldn't get it done. Matt Grace is going to come on. And the Nationals bullpen rearing its ugly head again, which seems to be their downfall most of the time. Grace is 2-0, but his ERA is 5.06. Infield is at double play depth because he's a 2 and Grace actually adds 1, so you're looking at probably a 1-4 for a double play. In fact, you would be looking at a 1-4 for a double play, so they're going to take that chance. Nothing on the strat roll. Grace to Hosmer. 1-4, but unfortunately for Grace, that's a straight up S1. That's a 2-base advancement for the runners at second and third, and the Padres have come back to take the lead. 2-run single from Eric Hosmer. Check Machado. He runs at a 3. On an S1, I think you have to have a 4. Yep, you have to have a 4, so he stays at second. But it's a 2-run single for Eric Hosmer, and the Padres have taken the lead. They've come all the way back to take a 5-4 lead. And that'll bring up Franmil Reyes. And do you bring in a righty to face Reyes, or do you let Grace try to get out of it? They're going to let Grace pitch to Reyes. No pickoff chances. 3-6, that's a strikeout chance, but 20 is too high. We go to Reyes. 5-4. 5-4, and against the lefty, that's a single. So maybe we should have brought the right-hander in, but we didn't. That's the S5. It will load the bases. Machado not fast enough to score on that, so the bases are now loaded. And that brings up Josh Naylor, lefty on lefty against Matt Grace. Lefty on lefty against Matt Grace. He's looking for, their Nats are still looking for the double play ball, if possible. Nothing happening there. Naylor. Grace to Naylor, 6-1. That's a strikeout chance, but 15 is too high. So we go to Naylor. 1-4. Ground ball to second. Could be the double play they're looking for. And the double play rating is a 1, plus the 1 is a 2. They were halfway, makes it a 3. 1-3, they get out of the inning. And they do. So they get out of the inning on a 4-6-3 double play. But not before 9 San Diego Padres come to the plate. They amass 4 runs. 1 big error on Trey Turner. And 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error, and turns out 2 left. So at the end of 7, San Diego now has a 5-4 lead over the Nationals, and we will need a new pitcher for San Diego as they pinch hit. They pinch hit for Erlin, so Erlin in his outings, he went 1 inning, gave up a run on a hit, nothing else. So now, for the Nationals, Dozier's the leadoff man, followed by Suzuki and Robles. So the Padres will be looking for a right-hander to bring in. And they're going to bring in Craig Stammen. Kind of the setup guy for Kirby Yates. So Craig Stammen is on. And on the replay, Stammen checks in. 1-1, 3.82 ERA, and 3 saves. And it's going to be Dozier, Suzuki, and Robles. Now, Dozier is 0 for 3, so they may pull him for a pinch hitter just to try to get something going here. And they will. Matt Adams is going to pinch hit, and he may stay in the gameplay first, and they may move Kendrick to second. I think that's what's going to happen. So Adams is going to pinch hit, but right now we don't know what's going to happen as far as the defensive positioning, so that's certainly a possibility. Matt Adams pinch hitting for Dozier. Adams on the replay, hitting .248 with 9 home runs. So let's see what he can do here against Stammen. 4-6, that's a strikeout chance. 8 got him. So he strikes out in the pinch. And this number 6 position now is 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. But Adams may stay in the game. We'll have to wait and see. Suzuki, the batter. From Stammen. 2-6, that's the ballpark card. Going to Petco for Suzuki. 2-5 is a ground ball to short. That's 2 down. So 2 away very quickly. And that brings up Victor Robles. He has doubled and walked. 1 for 2. 4-2, and that's a possible error on a throw. 1-2, single to center field. No throw to worry about. That's a single for Victor Robles. And now the Matt Grace's spot is up in the order, and he will be pinch hit for. They will go to Gerardo Parra, the baby shark. He will be in to pinch hit for Matt Grace. So Gerardo Parra is in. Big spot. 2 outs, runner at first. In a 5-4 game, Gerardo Parra enters the game, hitting -265 with 4 home runs. So he's looking to get some damage done. Now Robles has a chance to get a jump. He's a temp of 5, -1 is a 4. So he gets the jump. He will try to steal it. If he can get into scoring position, that would be huge. He's a 15, -1's a 14, +1's a 15. 1-15 for Robles. And he's caught stealing. How do you like that? Caught stealing, and they just burned Gerardo Parra. They just burned Gerardo Parra on the caught stealing. So now they burn a pinch hitter. One of their better pinch hitters just got burned without being able to hit. The chance you take, but the odds were good numbers and just didn't happen. Bad D20 roll. All right, so now we're going to have Kendrick move to second base and Adams. Let's see, Adams is going to stay in the game to play first base, I think. I think Adams is going to stay in the game to play first base. So let's make those changes. Kendrick goes in to play second. And Adams will stay in the game to play first. And we need a new pitcher for the Nationals. And right-handers are coming up for the Padres. So let's see how they want to play this. They're going to go to Kyle Barraclaw. No, check that. They're going to go to Wander Suero. Wander Suero is going to come on. Try to keep the game where it is. Suero enters the game 1-2, 5.47 ERA and 1 save. And for the Padres, it'll be Kinsler, Allen, and a pinch hitter for Stammen. And of course, they have Kirby Yates warming in the bullpen. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's look at the 8th inning for the Nationals. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 5-4 San Diego. And Kinsler, of course, leading things off. And Suero is the new pitcher. And we need a pinch hitter. They have all righties, so it'll be Hunter Renfroe will pinch hit. So it'll be Kinsler, Allen, and Renfroe due up for the Padres. Kinsler, Allen, and Renfroe. And that sets it up for Yates in the 9th. Kinsler facing Suero. 3-4, that's a strikeout chance, and he got him. So Kinsler down on strikes. 1 away. Brings up Austin Allen. He's 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. 4-2, that is a blank. So we go to Austin Allen. 1-4, he's going to ground to second. So that's 2 away. And now we go to the pinch hitter. Hunter Renfroe, and Renfroe enters the game. Only at a 158 average, but he does have 11 home runs. Suero, 2-6, possible error. 1-4, ground ball to short, but that 14's too much for an error, so it's an easy play for Trey Turner to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Padres in the 8th. They go 3 up and 3 down. We go to the ninth, last chance for Washington. They trail it 5-4, and they have to come back against Kirby Yates. Probably the best closer in 2019. I don't think there's any probably to it. I think that's a fact, that he was the best closer in 2019. And that's counting either league. National, American, Continental, Babe Ruth, whatever you want. You got a 1.19 ERA and 41 saves. I'd say that's pretty good. So Suero is the leadoff batter. Suero is the leadoff batter because Parra was batting when they pinch hit, and they end up losing Parra. So now they got to use another pinch hitter, and that's going to be Michael Taylor. Significantly less valuable than Parra. So Taylor will have to hit against Kirby Yates. And on the replay, Taylor, 167, no home runs. On the replay for Kirby Yates, he's 4-4 with a 2.81 ERA and 15 saves. So the replay PC computer is not treating him well at all. But in the one game we played him here, he did very well. So here's Michael Taylor trying to get on base somehow or another for the big boys coming up. 5-1 strikeout chance, got him. One away. Top of the order now for Turner and Eaton. It's up to Turner and Eaton to get it done. And full disclosure, Parra would also have struck out on that roll. So I guess it didn't matter. Here's Trey Turner. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and got caught stealing. Plus he made a big error. Had a rough game. Looking to rebound here against Kirby Yates, but that strikeout plus isn't going to help his cause. He's out of there. Kirby Yates, 2 strikeouts in a row. Nationals 1 out away from their 3rd consecutive loss. And this one hurts because they had the lead late. They were leading 4-1 going to the bottom of the 7th when all caved in. Here's Eaton. He is 2 for 4. He's got to get on for maybe Rendon to do something. 1-1 strikeout plus, but the 20 is too high. He's an 8. The plus is an 18. Stadium's a 19, but the 20, he just does eke it out and gets the chance to swing. 6-5, but he flies to left to end the ball game anyway. And the Padres have now won the first 3 games of the series against the Nationals. The Nationals have not done well on this road trip. Not at all. They've lost, I believe it was 3 of 4 to Cincinnati, and now they've lost 3 in a row to San Diego. So a little bit of a rough go. Well, actually, no, they won 2 at home against Chicago in between, but on the road they've been really having their issues. So let's look at the totals for the Padres: 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the Nationals, 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Winning pitcher was Robbie Erlin in relief. He improves to 3-1. Tanner Rainey takes the loss. He's 0-2. And the save goes to Kirby Yates, his 16th. So Kirby Yates with the 16th save. 31 wins for the Padres, and Yates has saved more than half of them. So there you have it. Final score. Let's look at the left on base while I'm here on the box score. Left on base, they both left on 7. So there you go. First 3 games of the series all belong to the Padres. Nationals now drop to 35-29. And if the Mets win their game, they'll be 3 games back. So it could be troubled times. Final game of the series and of this fiasco in San Diego. It will be San Diego native Steven Strasburg, or at least he went to San Diego State. I don't know if he's a native, but he went to San Diego State. Steven Strasburg, 3-6, taking on Perdermo, who is 1-1. And that'll be the final game of the series here in San Diego before the Nationals go have a quick 2-game roadie in Chicago to face the White Sox. And it'll be the first game the Nationals will be using a DH. And I imagine Matt Adams or either Howie Kendrick will be filling those roles. We shall see. That's good from here. Hope you enjoyed that presentation of Inside Pitch 2019 Washington National style. Till next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.